Did you know that in 2015 the Irish government created a law that made it a criminal offence for the media or the public to disclose the name of an asylum seeker who has been charged with or even convicted of a crime, including serious offences such as murder or rape? Just doesn't sound right, does it? But that's what's included in Section 26 of the International Protection Act 2015 and Section 278 of the International Protection Act 2026. Did you also know that Ireland is the only country in the EU with such a blanket criminal ban, specifically protecting the identity of asylum seekers who commit crimes? Did you also know that most European countries actually publish crime data that includes the nationality or asylum status of offenders, including Germany, Italy, Spain, Sweden, the Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, Denmark, Finland, Poland, Hungary, Romania, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, and so on? Did you also know that the Irish government have repeatedly stated that there is no credible evidence linking the rising immigration to increased crime? Now, the problem with that statement is that it's impossible to verify because 1. The media cannot name asylum seekers involved in crime, and 2. Neither the Gardaí nor the CSO release data on offender nationality or asylum status. So in this case, the reasonable thing to do is to look at the many countries where crime data is gathered using these criteria. Now, the data from those countries shows a consistent and striking pattern. Foreign-born individuals and those with a migrant background are significantly overrepresented as crime suspects relative to their share of the population, noting that this overrepresentation is strongest in violent crimes, sexual offences, robbery and theft. A few examples. Germany. Non-Germans make up 15% of the population but account for 35% of all crime suspects. Sweden. People with foreign backgrounds make up roughly 25% of the population but account for 70% of suspects in serious crimes. The Netherlands. Non-Western migrant background groups make up roughly 15% of the population but account for up to 40% of suspects in crimes. So to recap. 1. Ireland is the only EU country with a criminal law that specifically prohibits naming asylum seekers who commit crimes. 2. Ireland is an outlier in Europe for refusing to publish crime data by nationality or migrant status. 3. The Irish government insists there is no evidence linking higher migration to increased crime. And 4. Virtually every other transparent European country shows clear and consistent overrepresentation of foreign-born and migrant background offenders relative to their share of the population. So the question is, who's lying? Is it the independent data gathered by nearly every other European country, or is it the Irish government who refused to release the data? That's a real conundrum, isn't it?